Boop, boop. So, what am I doing? This isn't Helldivers, and this isn't a mod. This is Space Marines 2. And I've been playing this for a while, never mentioned it, except in passing on stream for Helldivers. And as the title says, this is the adventures of veteran Sergeant Desac. As in, the ball sack. Yeah, anyway. Why Desac? Well, because my guy's a salamander, and they have a lot of consonant-heavy names that sound like dragon names. Because on their home planet, there's a lot of fire-breathing salamanders, or, well, I don't know if they're fire-breathing, but they're like dragons, but they're salamanders. Anyway. And this is my prestiged tactical class. What am I talking about? Well, there's a lot to catch up on in explaining how Space Marines works, but in the operations mode / player versus environment, you've got different classes, and I'll give a short overview of each player or each character class. So the tactical is basically the closest version that you'll get to playing as the player character in the story mode of the game. And you're very well rounded for long range and close range combat. The assault has a jetpack, which can be used to gain a height advantage over the enemy, and then come slamming down with your weapon onto the enemy. And specializes in close quartered combat, and mainly as an assault class, you want to focus on either dueling the heavy class units or ground pounding from your jetpack onto crowds of small enemies. The Vanguard is also a dueling specialist, but is the lightweight version of the assault class and does not have a jetpack. He just has a grappling hook and therefore is most definitely specialized for dueling one-on-one with bigger enemies, getting in quickly and taking down the big guy. The Bulwark is a guy with a big sword and a shield and a pistol underneath that shield, and he's meant to not act as a tank per se, but as a harasser. It goes into a crowd, disrupts the crowd, or can also duel the big guy, and also acts as a healer with his special ability that can be used on cooldown, that can regenerate armor and health. Or, no, not health. I don't know, but there's perks that I don't entirely understand. But I like to play as the Bulwark. And then there's a sniper. You know what a sniper does. I don't touch that guy. That's why he's level 1. Level 1, over here. I will eventually touch the sniper, but not yet. And then the heavy, which is just your support gunner. He stands off to the side, shoots everything. Or if you're crazy, you switch up to from the heavy bolter, which is your heavy machine gun, and you jump onto your multi-melta, which is just a super hot version of a shotgun. It acts like a shotgun because it's a high damage, short range weapon that just is basically, it melts everything that you shoot at it with. So anyway, today I prestiged my my tactical class. So here it says level 4, even though I have already gotten to level 25, which is the max. And there's a lot of nice perks in here that I used to have and now I don't, just so that I could prestige. Why do I prestige? To get a special perk. And imagine doing that. And grinding levels in this game isn't too bad if you've got a squad of guys that know how to get XP and keep you alive on high level difficulties. But when you're solo with the NPC teammates, it's kind of tricky to grind. Anyway, so with introductions out of the way and an explanation finished, I'm going to stand over here and get the attention of my main audience. I'm streaming. Oh, you walking the dogs? Okay, cool. Anyway, I did an explanation of how Space Marines work. So anyway, I'm gonna get into a mission now that I know you guys are back. No, I'm gonna do Space Marines. Okay, I'm gonna start. Alright, see ya. Okay, so doing quick match is what I've usually been doing to grind armor data, or armory data, which is for upgrading weapons, and XP for getting perks, and then coins, whatever those are, to be able to buy new weapons. And then difficulty, threat level average, which is like second from the bottom. It's actually still a handful, even though it's supposed to be the second easiest. It's still a handful sometimes. It's most notably or noticeably a handful, when you don't have good teammates. Or teammates that aren't very good at squad cohesion. But going up in difficulty will get you more loot, like see that armory did, or it went from green to purple. And then going up even more is just more insane. I haven't even touched these two difficulties. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get into some action. Hopefully nobody else is tactical. I want to play as a tactical. Hopefully I remember to turn off voice chat just so that whoever else I'm playing with doesn't be blab to the stream. The devs for this game did say that they were going to make class-based matchmaking, so that means like if you want to play as a certain class without getting booted, because you cannot have two of the same class in a mission of 3, or in a squad of 3. So I'm hoping that's something that can be implemented soon. Okay, so this is what you would see in the beginning of a mission if you, or I don't know if it's all the time, but usually you'll see this. Pick your weapon, or pick your class. So I'm gonna be tactical, just how I want it. And we're doing random missions for now. Kill the bugs!
Alien trespassers!
Damn nids. Pyranids. Nids for short. That's our slur for the bugs.
Pathetic tyranny and abomination. We made our Primarch proud.
Execute. So when an enemy glows red, you can execute them. It gives you more armor points, which in the top left corner, armor points is those white health bars, and the red health bar is your actual health. So once you run out of armor health, then you'll start to chip into health. And you can regain armor by doing executions or reaching checkpoints in the mission, but I don't know exactly how you regain health outside of getting contested health, which is when you run out of armor and you deal damage after you take damage, you can gain some of your lost damage back. Now I'm targeting those big guys because if you kill the big guy, the little guys die off.
Disgusting tyranny.
Alright, what is this mission? This mission that we're doing is we are going to put an ICBM on a train and we're going to crash into a big city full of bugs. It's that city over there. Kind of hard to see it, but it's over there. That's our target. It's full of bugs.
The report here shows no signs of environmental damage.
And then I like to see new teammates just so I can kind of get an idea of like the kind of people I'm playing with this. When you get more into knowing how to identify which chapters what, it's fun to see like, oh, this guy's a space wolf? Cool, he's a cool dude. And then a guy that very few and seldom became, he'll have the Night Lord's heraldry on his armor and you'll think, oh, this guy's scum. But then you remember, oh wait, we're a team. We're playing against the bugs anyway. Or the heretics.
Armies seek to mobilize reinforcements.
That was weird. I was trying to execute, but it wasn't engaging.
Lots of ordnance here. Where do we begin?
Activate the quartermaster's console and wake the machine spirit. Instructed to load the implosive warhead onto the train and
That
assist
thing
it
that
when
I did that
necessary.
highlighted the enemy, that's my special ability. It's a debuff that makes my team do more damage to the enemy that are highlighted.
Blessings, Quartermaster. Awaiting your instructions.
Open that railway vehicle's cargo hold and place a Nova Cannon implosive warhead inside.
Sometimes I will see people with armor color schemes that don't exactly make sense. Like they're not more accurate, so there's probably a homebrew, as the term would be in the nerddom. In the nerd culture of the game, not just in-game, but like on the board game, tabletop I could say, is you make up your own Space Marine chapter called a homebrew. So I'm thinking one of these guys is a homebrew because he's got black armor and a red ultramarine symbol, which I don't know if that's a thing in the lore. I don't recognize it, but whatever. But whenever I see another guy with a dragon on his shoulder pad, I'm like, oh yeah, he's a brother. He's a brother of mine, a salamander like me. I see one of those blue rings pop up, that means I'm gonna block an attack. And if it's one of these little guys, and you block one of them, then you, it's basically an instant kill. Oh, we got a we got a big nerd. And we got a pair of nerds. So, these guys can make a shield for the other guy, while the other one shoots brain attacks at us. There's only one, you can't use a shield. There's also a bigger brain guy, which can shield itself. And you have to get close quarters with the main.
Equipment marked.
And usually as a courtesy, if you see these boxes that you can smash, you smash them. And then there's usually ammo or armor or med kits in there.
According to facility schematics,
as a courtesy, I usually mark them, and if the squad needs them, they take them, and then if they don't, then I take them. You can always check in the scoreboard to see who's got what. So, one guy's got a Guardian Relic, that plus sign, behind. The guy in the middle, he's got 2 med kits. So we got an Ultramarine and a homebrew guy, because I don't know who this guy's supposed to be, like what chapter. Because here he's got the Ultramarine symbol there. I mean, this guy does too, but he's not wearing the blue armor.
Injectors.
Thanks, pal.
My gratitude. Relic over here.
Now, that item allows you to revive yourself if you are down. Because like here's the reward, you can be down but not out. But if you get down 3 times, then you're on dead and waiting for a respawn. Ooh, headshot.
The lights will guide us, brothers.
Okay, so something that you might have seen me do is like where the camera tilts and I shoot something. That's a gun strike. That's how you get like a critical damage on an enemy. But it only... Oh, and it restores armor points to you if you get a kill with it. But a gun strike can be interrupted by another enemy attack. An execution, on the other hand, like when you do it up close and personal, that cannot be interrupted. So it's like strategic on how you do your executions or finishers. You use a gun strike and get them from afar, and risk being
Advance
interrupted,
one is clear.
or you're going to get an execution that can't be interrupted, but you have to get there first. And if I get two perfect parries, which is what I do with those big guys, then it gives me the gun strike.
Bridge is up.
And your gun strike automatically aims. All you have to do is just pull the trigger when you're facing that direction of the enemy that you triggered a gun strike on. And it doesn't use any pistol ammo. So that's good if you're out of ammo. Now, if you notice some of my shots scatter, it's because we don't shoot bullets, we shoot little rockets. Shaped like bullets. So they don't have as much... They're not as, what's the word? They don't act like bullets, they act like rockets. Enough said.
Rally to me, brother. Not get turned around.
Smash the boxes.
Thought we would have encountered more Xenos by now.
Okay, if he needs it, I'll take it. So we got a Vanguard, which is a duelist, and a Heavy, which is a support gunner. That's our squad. Now, I noticed that this guy is using the same rifle as me, which is not ideal. But
Obstruction
people know how to make it
detected.
work. Usually, if
Removal
somebody is
is
using it,
required
they do
to
know how to make it
commence.
work. So I'm pretty sure this guy does.
Acknowledged.
Because
We
the
are
heavy
back on the
weapons that
move.
the heavy class usually has are, in my for what the heavy has to work with, better. Because the heavy does not have a melee weapon like the other classes, which can be problematic sometimes. Like you get swarmed, and all you have to parry with is your rifle, which I've had difficulty doing. Some people can make the change. They can make
Ammunition
it,
cache
I
here.
can't. Offer my
You
thanks.
honor the Primarch's legacy, brother.
So we have set up the nuke on the train track. Now we just got to get to the part of the train station where we can launch out. I'm a little focused. Anyway, when there's that red circle, it means it's an unblockable attack, which usually will strip all of the armor. Right, enemy wave is empty.
Seeking operator. Not found. Resuming search.
Killed the big guys, so a lot of the little guys died. Oh, a neural throat. We got a big nerd. Where's the big nerd at? Where's that big nerd hiding? He's somewhere in the air. There he is.
Alien trespassing site.
Well, that was close. Since I don't have a lot of my usual perks, it's kind of hard to kill this guy after I prestiged. Pistols. He's got his safety. His virginity shield. His virginity shield is active. Yeah, beat his ass. Come here, you. Stab him. Stop screaming in my ear. Stab him with his own arm.
Rot here, you mind-invading scourge. All specs trained.
Alright, I could really use some medicine. Why don't I use some?
Moment, brothers.
Usually you want to keep your medicine until you have to use it. But I know I'll find some later. As long as the squad shares.
Small bombs incoming.
Disciplinary report.
Department terminated radical weapons transfer. 3639 loading complete. Manifest updated.
Now this rifle that I'm using is unusual for its class because this is a regular assault rifle that has a marksman scope. So I'm grinding this weapon just to get the experience points for it. Because when you fully level a weapon, you get a perk upgrade for the weapon. It's a lot of stuff. But anyway, I'm doing it so I don't have to use it anymore. That's basically it.
Squad, rally on my signal.
Okay, armory data, we got it. I show respect for my cousins.
Stibbs, take some. Silence that burning call for more of its foul flame.
Oh, too late. Can't get him.
Enemy reinforcements have heard the rally cry. For the Emperor!
Coordinates in place, Secretary. Give us the word. Good. Deploy it.
I heard the sound. So I whiten my health bars contested. If you do damage or get a finisher while it's still white, your health gets filled back up. Alright. That's our train carrying the nuke. But our train's battery's dead, so we gotta stand our ground and defend until the train's recharged.
Minor setback. Let's reevaluate our strategy.
Tomasa, I have multiple swarms moving to your location. You have their attention. Deal with them swiftly. We will not get another shot at this.
I don't need the stims as much.
Medical supplies over here.
Requisition a motive engine. Route the Xenos onto the
The
tracks.
bugs are coming.
Cogitating
Now
proposition.
these bugs are a lot different from the ones from Helldivers. These ones are actually intelligent. Intelligent.
Tracks.
The train is crawling with
Changes
repugnant
may be
xenos.
made via dispatcher at the track's control tower.
This part usually sucks because if you don't have a good long-range weapon, like if you only have a pistol, you're gonna have a hard time doing this part.
Tyranids on the tracks. Launch train down.
This track's sneaking up on me. Now normally I would run over there with my chainsaw sword, but like I said, I'm grinding this weapon so I don't have to use it.
Motive power charged to 25%. Engine charged to 50%.
Alright, is it the left or the right side?
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need to keep close proximity to the charging station until the reset is complete.
Oh, he's down here. We can't get him. Well darn. Called in reinforcements, we couldn't do anything about it. I'm gonna go pick up that relic. That team tag for me. Since the other team already have one. You can only carry one. So that's so if I get down, I can revive myself. Or, if you get wounded a second time I think it was, you can use your Guardian Relic to revive without suffering your mortal wound. Because your mortal wound is like, alright, you're not getting back up, you're dying next time. Which happens after your second time being dead. It's a good strategy with the Guardian Relic. Hold on to it until you get down for the second time. So, I think it was after your second time being down, you can use the Guardian Relic. So you don't... I forget what to say. Okay, gotta get over here to turn the on button. Charge it over there, we gotta turn it on over here. Because... Oh, we have to capture this area too? Yeah, the nice thing about missions is they're nice objectives. So sometimes you'll have a mission where it's like, alright, everything's fine. You didn't have to recharge the train. You didn't have to capture these 2 battery points. These 2 charging stations. It'll just go smoothly. But sometimes it doesn't. Like right now. Having to fight and defend the 2 areas. Mines that fly at you. You can shoot them out of the air. Relatively easy. It's just a hassle when you don't see them and they're coming for you. See how these little guys die, gotta kill the big guy.
Destroy the Stormer!
Shot those mines out earlier. You can always tell it's a mine if it's got a green glow to it. And you only see them on the permanent missions. Here,
Deploy immediately.
deploy immediately. You heard the boss. This will finish our mission. Even if we're over. Just for the stream. Usually I skip, just to keep the
Detonation
swag
in
happy.
5. Brace for
We're
shockwave.
getting it for the stream. Boom.
We are the fist of the Imperium, and we delivered a mighty blow. No Xenos bioscans. Mission successful, Tomasa. Return to the battle badge.
Skipped at the very last minute. That's what a mission looks like in Space Marines 2 multiplayer. Co-op to be specific. There's a competitive mode which I do not touch. I am terrible at PvP. So I don't think I'll be streaming any of that. I'm gonna look at my perks, and I'm gonna spend some coins on some perks if I've got the coins for it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so these perks are for the whole team. These are for myself. These are for myself. And these are for, in regards to my special ability. So when you're first leveling up, it's good to just buy every one of these perks in whatever class, because it's better than nothing. So scanning extra big enemies restores my special ability charge by 50%. And then this is good to have for the whole team, because it includes myself. And now my prestige perk that I got, because you can pick 3 on your first, or 1 of 3 for your first, 1 of 3 for, you know, each level except for the last one. The last one, there's this one single perk, and you don't get to change that perk for each tier until you max out your prestige, which is kind of crazy to imagine. But then again, I have a full-time job. Somebody who doesn't work at all, somebody in school on summer vacation, will probably blast this in a month or 2 if they only play this and they poop in a bucket, you know. But anyway, yeah, my first prestige was getting extra headshot damage as long as I can maintain headshots. So what was I doing? Okay, yeah, I did what I came here to do, because I don't have enough XP. Maybe one more mission and then this gun will be fully XP'd out. And then I just have to use this gun. Full XP that gun out. And then I can use the one that I want to use. Oh, wait. No, this is the gun that I want to use because it has the highest ammo reserve, I believe. And the highest magazine size. Because on higher difficulties, you don't need all these extra stats like firepower, accuracy, rate of fire, blah blah blah. It's your ability to use the rounds that you do have to the most, or using them to the maximum efficiency, making your shots count. That's it. So ammo capacity is the most important thing. And it looks kind of goofy with all these decorations on here, but once you get into Warhammer, you're like, oh yeah, give me more ribbons to put on my stuff. And I'm going to keep playing as Sergeant Dussac if I can. Just because I like being a salamander. Even though a salamander in lore would most make sense if you were playing as a heavy. Because but anyway, man, my nose feels like I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm gonna try not to. Oh, my bad, guys. I didn't know you guys were waiting on me.
Thank you.
So, don't know what mission we're up to now, but I think because I quick joined, I still get an XP boost, even though the mission is being selected. But because I joined through a quick join, maybe I get more XP. I like being a big, strong, powerful fencing with a chainsaw sword big guy. And the yellow helmet is a show of my veteran status as this character. Because in lore, having a different colored helmet means you're special. Usually it would mean you're a sergeant. But if you have a different colored helmet, then that means you're a veteran. And the salamanders just happen to use yellow. And then they use black to
Lieutenants have already
signify
established their
sergeants.
deployment towers. They mean to harvest this planet's biomass. They will take Kadaku, but we won't.
Okay, so those vines coming out of the sky are from the big
Katie
bug
Platoon
ship
has taken up position near an
that are
abandoned
draining this
Imperial
planet for all of
fortress.
its
Their
organic
weapons will
material
lead the
as
counterattack.
food.
The Cadian
So
commander
we're here
can
to
brief you
kill a
on the
big
fortress's
bug
current status.
that is keeping us from using those lasers. That big bug. That big bug is what we're here to kill.
If we
So we have laser cannons that could destroy these. It's just that big bug has cut off our forces from the laser cannon replacement.
And the towers. Even with your aid, we will have the forces to penetrate the main gate. You will need another way in.
You shall hear less cannons herald the Tyranid's demise.
This path will lead you into the jungle and towards the fortress. May the Emperor grant you success.
Assault
The
guy.
Tyranid corruption
He's got a
grows
jetpack and
as
a
the
big
lake.
hammer.
It is time to continue on. Captain Akaran, the Xenos will not receive judgment until we secure the might of the fortress.
The front gate is inaccessible, so you must enter from below. Fortress schematics show a waste reclamation center. Travel beneath the and up into the fortress.
We will secure the fortress without delay. Disgusting tyranny.
Guy found our armory data. Oh, squeeze his head. The reason I target all the big guys first, so the little guys die, is because in lore they're a hive mind. So you killed the big guy, the little guys is their brain connection to the big bug in the space.
That pitiful Xenos was but
I'm very proud of how I articulate the lore. And I'm pretty good with these parrying these big guys. Parry again, you get a gun strike, and then they probably trigger and execute, and then you execute.
You are fertilizing them.
Oh, hello. A lot of bugs. And then I stomp. The XP could bust up. Boost up.
Check your aim.
Now, something I didn't know about Warhammer is that it's actually inspired. Gears of War
Do you
took
have
some inspiration
aspirations,
from
Malleus?
Warhammer. I don't know
Your
exactly how much, but I'm gonna
indefatigable spirit
imagine
would be a
maybe the
boon
big
to you
muscle
as a leader.
foods and
I am
chainsaw
content in
weapon.
my duty.
But instead of making
The
it
demands
a
of
sword,
war
they
mean
made
the
it a
chapter
rifle
can never
with a
have too
chainsaw
many
on it.
leaders.
I'm gonna guess.
Your hour will come. Thank you. And feel free to mention that to the captain.
Oh yeah. Each class that you choose, they have like their own different dialogue between each other throughout missions. Like the heavy's very quiet. He doesn't say much. He's very focused. And I think they even mentioned it one time. He's like, "You don't say very much." Oh, I do. Good talk, Heavy. And I'm just exploring, finding for the gene seed. The gene seed is what will give us more XP. The gene seed is very important. Going back.
Ammunition cache here.
The gene seed will give you more XP, get to the end of the mission without being down. But if you get down while you're carrying the gene seed, you lose it. It's a break. Because in Space Marine lore, a gene seed is what you use to grow more space marines. How? That's an explanation for me. Got a bit of bugs to focus on. Alright, I'm going in.
The Xenos infestation.
The waste reclamation entrance is directly ahead of us, Captain Akaran.
Waste reclamation? Sounds like a
Our
sewer
ships
to
are
me.
moving into range of the capillary towers. We are in Kanaku's final hours.
Now, a trick is that these are usually like checkpoints where you go to like change your loadout, but you can also use this to switch to the same loadout you're using to give yourself full ammo.
An unpleasant odor.
Well, the guy's dealing with the big bug up here. I'd offer some help if I can. Alright, I think we got him. Yeah, killed by a board. Basically a turtle that can run really fast and has a gun on its back.
Changing magazine. Stim cash here.
Supernova should take it. Since Jake is topped off at 2x.
Be ready. Jump pack refuel.
These ammo boxes are staged strategically throughout the mission and fills up all your ammo.
The machines slumber. We will have work to do.
Welcome, ministers. System reset required. Initiate rites of reawakening at all consoles to terminate hibernation.
This whole system must be activated before we proceed. Head for the consoles.
Big guy, kill the big guy. Back are you? Those vines, they get you high. Too gross.
Communion established. Transmission of blessing has commenced.
Silence that burning's call.
Communion with vessel.
What are these guys doing over there?
Ministerial
I'm
authority.
doing the actual objective on this side. What's nice about these bugs having big heads is that they're easier to shoot.
Fresh munitions.
I guess they were waiting. The objective could pop up on their side.
Vessel
We're working on it right now.
sharing the
Why am I
divine
rolling?
blessings of the machine.
Because rolling is faster than running.
Distribution of blessing has been interrupted. Return to the console to resume. Attention, ministers. Communication with console halted. Biological impurity detected. Basic material must be removed prior to resumption.
Get rid of some of these little guys on my back.
Unregistered biological matter present. Removal required.
Where's the biomatter? Okay, I guess it
Reloading.
to go with it. Oh, I know it's right there.
We must purge this corrupted garden if we are to awaken the machines here.
We must
Find whatever pollution grew these vines.
Shoot a big steam pile.
Contamination is removed.
I don't know what's up with these dudes. Like, the objective's right here, but they leave.
We are
one of them's
eliminating the
prestige.
Maserati source.
Biological matter no longer detected. System accessible. Resume communion with the
You
console.
guys mind giving me a hand?
Blessings extended to the slumbering union. Awakening has begun. Console operational. Connection to core controls established. Praise the Messiah. System restoration complete. Primary controls reset.
Fill up on my ammo.
System is running. Let us open the fortress door.
Let's see. Tag this so that we can.
We have access to Fortress, Captain.
Good. Head up to the cannons and remind the Xenos of how they're there to attack.
Kill the guys. Kill the guys.
Disgusting tyrants.
Uh-oh. I dove a little too head first into that one. Almost died because that guy stole the kill I was gonna go for.
You are fertilizer now, Xenos.
My health is almost out, but as long as I keep my armor topped off, I'll be okay. I don't know what the guys are exploring. Oh, I have meds. Let's use them.
Injecting stims.
And then armor regenerates and random checkpoints. You can also pick up this armor boost.
Supply
Gives you
drop.
4 chunks of health, armor health.
Your
And
battle
it'll
awareness
also,
is impeccable.
Fill your armor.
How do you hone
if your
those
armor
instincts?
strength.
I reduce all unnecessary chatter.
Ah, understood.
My battle awareness would be less effective without your Auspex, Valius.
We make a good team.
So like my guy and this guy over here, our characters are basically like, how are you so good at shooting? And the heavy guy says, I don't talk. Good talk.
My war gear is set.
You can see a glowing barrel shooting. It's explosive. Everyone has 2 except me, so I think that's a fair trade. Not going there yet. Might be something special in this one. You know what? I don't know why I check here. There's never anything special in here. But I check anyway.
Medical supplies over here.
No one needs it.
Swapping magazine.
Oh, it's a lifter! They could turn invisible, they could read minds. See that coming? Stabbed him through the chest with his own weapon and then ripped his face off. Oh, we got another big nerd.
That is how we will ride to the top.
There's our big nerd hiding.
Tactic ready.
Come here, you big nerd.
Commencing Auspex scan.
Come here, you.
We broke the Xenos
One of those extra
onslaught.
big guys with a health bar, we get an extra
Picking
armor
up extra rounds.
We are committed to this course.
The Tyranids seem to know you are close. They are amassing at the fortress.
Then we will eliminate all of them. For the Emperor.
Oh man, I forgot to check if there's a gene seed down there.
Ammunition cache
supply
here.
secure.
Stim cache here.
We're all tapped up on meds and ammo. We're ready to get this boss. This is the last part of the mission. We're gonna kill the big guy.
With this fortress's defensive weapons, we will terminate its existence.
Just check over there. Smash the boxes.
You are near the last cannons. You will need to find the manual controls to operate them.
The console is near. We will unleash the cannon's divine wrath on the Hierophant.
Somebody pick that thing up. Give me the gun. Alright, Guardian calling. Not a gene seed, but whatever.
Targeting
Give us a light.
system non-functional. Initializing secondary system. Union established.
If I can use my
This is
special.
how we burn away the infection. The abomination targets us with poison.
Nope.
I don't see how the filth suffers against our glory. It spews its vileness towards us, a pure shot. This is how we win.
Engage auxiliary generators to resume
Alright,
fire.
gotta recharge the laser gun. I got it, just keep them off my back. That's cool. Instead of using a button, I'm just gonna manually crank the generator.
Generator is active. Charge restored. Resume the bombardment.
Remote system no longer detected. Engage console.
I'll protect the guy who takes the laser gun.
The abomination targets us with poison. See how the filth stay back from the Xenos' carry.
Alright, the next one I'm gonna play the next one. That's like
A pure shot. This is how we burn away the infection.
because when you got the gun, the big guy
Our
knows.
foe is death. It spews its energize the last cannons and
Oh, there's acid.
Activate the generators and satiate the cannon's thirst.
Take cover, brothers!
Losing health because I'm standing in the acid.
Cannons ready
Luckily,
for the Imperium.
find an armor first.
Auspex fortress communication disrupted.
Oh, he's going for the laser gun. Oh well.
Rebellion successful. Cannon targeting link enabled.
But focus on the big guy.
It smells its pollution.
One shot will do it. Execute. Get my armor back.
The Hierophant aims its weapons at us. The Hierophant is ahead. Turning our attention to the towers. Take the shot on those damn towers and unleash divine retribution.
Big guy's dead. So now we're gonna shoot those bodies. So because I killed the big nerd, I'm gonna get some bonus XP. Oh, stretch. Oh yeah. I got 2 special kills. What did I do? I killed the big nerd twice. I don't know. I thought there was just one. That XP will go a long way. Alright, weapon is maxed out. I can switch to the one I want to use, which does not have the marksman scope, but does have a deeper magazine. Then I do this. Oh, darn, I don't have enough coins. Darn. Wait a minute. Am I able to exchange armory data for coins? Yes I can. Oh, what happened? I think the guy disconnected. Yep, looks like the guy left. Oh well. Okay, well at least I can finish what I was doing.
Perhaps my next purpose to this force will free me from the lust of this rebellious flesh.
Okay, now I have enough coins. And let's change the aesthetics. Oh, it's either super embroidered or only lightly embroidered. Well, let's just do that. Okay, perks. Deeper magazine. That's what I would like. And then I get one more perk for maxing out this gun's XP, which I can use on this, or this, or this, whatever. Because the path is pretty, limited. It's a perk tree. You can only follow the lines. Oh. When hip firing. Or penetration. Okay, that's the one I'm going for because you get more meat per bullet that way. When I get the extra perk. Okay. Let me look at my perk tree as well, not just my weapon perks. What is this? Perfect parry gives me a scan. Okay, so that's good because I'm good at parrying, and this will make it so whenever I parry or block, perfect parry with a fencing sword or a block sword, because a perfect parry is what I do. And I like it because it gives me a gun strike, which is better in my opinion than a perfect block, which you gotta get like at least 2 perfect blocks in a row, and then you do massive melee damage on your next hit after getting a perfect block stacked up on 2 stacks, I think. 2 or 3. Which you do a lot of damage with those perfect block stacks, but it's not as useful compared to a gun strike from a perfect parry. So that's my reasoning for a perfect parry instead of a perfect block. Just a second, I'm looking at my phone. Oops. Oh wow, I just looked at the time, it's 5 p.m. already. Okay, maybe a couple more missions and then I'll call it a stream. And hopefully, like I said, I would like to continue playing as Sergeant Desac, aka the Ballsack. Oh, the guys have been waiting for me. Oh, 2 guys joined me. Okay, cool. Oh, we're doing exfiltration. That's a new mission, and it's kind of tricky because it's got different gameplay mechanics. So the guy in the red, he's an exorcist, which in lore, they're like anti-demon Space Marines, and part of their initiation is to get possessed by a demon and then kick the demon out. I don't know the reasoning is so that they can better handle fighting demons. And then the guy in green next to me, I think he's a salamander because he's got the same green, but he could also be a dark angel, which also has green.
The Global Metrian has defied multiple summons to withdraw from the Mechanicus facility on Aparax, and we do not know why. Captain Acheran has tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Magos biologists before the Tyranids completely engulf the mining base, causing unnecessary loss of data. We will execute with valor.
Okay, so we're here to retrieve a scientist who had refused to withdraw from the planet last quarter.
Suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the
See,
Longinus
this guy is
capital cemetery.
salamander? Hard to say because I need to look at his left shoulder pad. Well, that's the big guy we're gonna have to fight later.
Harrowing class, apex size.
Take heed, Viridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together.
Oh yeah, when we're in these like sandy areas, we can be attacked at any moment by that big guy that we just saw.
The Trigon stalks us.
Waiting for an opportune moment to strike.
Brace for the beast.
Keep pressing forward.
Like a sand shark. Man, I'm glad the sharks don't burrow around like that.
This will sustain me in my darkest
Okay, that guy is a salamander. But he's got a different color dragon on his shoulder pad. Because mine's red. Because that's like a identifier color. He got the standard. So I'm so nerding out right now. Now that I have an audience of one. Because I don't know what last.
This location gives us a tactical advantage.
Captain, stay close.
Make haste and singular purpose.
Oh, guy's down. I think the Trigon got him. That big guy is the Trigon.
Brace for subterranean rupture.
Oh, damn. Can't stay out here for long. I'm attacked by the land shark.
Pathetic tyranny.
Squeeze his head.
Trigon breaches the surface.
Come on, brother.
Medical supplies over here.
something I try not to do is when like an enemy's ready to be executed, I try not to blast them until a teammate goes over to get the finisher. Because sometimes getting that finisher is what keeps you alive. The difference between life and death.
Just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep. Understood, Magos. The lift is within our sights.
Oh, lifter!
I have summoned the transport lift. Request of Maker's Galleon. Remain patient. Transport lift inbound. Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations. Perhaps we can disorient the beast if we reposition frequently. Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Everybody's shooting, but rarely is it this literal.
Normally I'd be okay with fighting off all those bugs, but we've got no solid ground to fight on with that land shark harassing us.
Disgusting tyranny scum.
Show respect to my brother. Salamander.
I'm airborne ready.
Ignoel Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play
Take
while
my
you descend.
hand, brother.
Use the silence to
That big
contemplate
fist
your
of yours.
futile, brutal existence in
Got a power
service
fist.
to a desiccated cause.
No need for a sword, just give me a bigger
Can you
hand.
analyze this servo skull?
Meridian, the servo skull is enslaved to
Now
an
this
unknown
part,
master. I am
pretty tricky. There's a lot of bad guys that show up in
Irritant
this
signal
section.
silenced. Continue to discuss
I need
your fate
medicine.
amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
A morose servo skull is what I'm for.
Any suggestion abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Maker's biologists? You know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past. Ask about Project Zeta 6 if you ever speak to him again.
That Trigon is a greater threat than a malfunctioning servo skull.
So far so good. Targets Majoris and Minoris with little guys and slightly bigger guys.
Swapping magazine.
I'm gonna take that 'cause I
have
need it.
never encountered a servo skull malfunction like this before. Servo skulls serve the Imperium beyond their lifespan. Remember that, brothers. Reloading. Aye,
The
brother.
redundant system gridlocked by bureaucracy and blinded by flesh faith.
That's the big guy.
We will get our chance at it, brothers.
Kill that thing.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin.
I pushed the button. Why did it not work?
Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone. so she'll lie and store in hope the Xenos tomorrow. Case in
Okay,
point,
this is
she has enslaved that
Actually
server
suffering from
skull
Valkyrie
as a
right now.
crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. I do not.
Heard and acknowledged.
Hold the floor. You can go that way.
This is Magos Gallia. I hereby order you to turn your weapons on each other.
Avenging
Trigon, Magos. We have a
Alright, this is
Trigon
where the gameplay
communication.
changes up from what we usually
summon
do.
legions of
We need to
Xenos.
find a certain kind of
Start
explosive and drop it in the hole.
Facilities well stocked in
Normally,
mining gear.
that
Requisition
special
melter
explosive is
charges
just
to
something that
eradicate
we
the
can barely
tunnels
touch.
and halt the
But now we
infestation.
have to actually use it in the mission.
Search high and
And the
low,
reason why
brothers.
people don't like this is because it takes up your grenades,
Fine instrument of
but
destruction
the way
in
it
my
works is
hands.
you drop it. You don't throw it, you drop it. And then you need to manually detonate it too. And apparently these guys missed the
Purify
map.
the infected tunnels
Drop it in the
with
hole.
melter charges.
And then blow up the grenade. Blow up the bomb.
Behold the glory of thermal purification.
Grab another one. Look for another hole that sprouts
Collapsed.
over here. And then I drop the bomb. And then I get away. And I
Meltify,
detonate.
cauterize, and fuse their tunnels shut. Brothers, we stand victorious upon purifying. Keep scanning for signs
like
of
to
the
hear
Trigon.
I need medicine. Yeah, medicine. Guy knew just what I needed.
Inside the facility, you'll find Mitri, cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you
We're in
missed
range
our
of,
binaric
target.
discourses,
Our person
you could
that
have
we are
sent
here to
communication.
distract.
I observe you still pathetically cling to views of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation far
This woman here, she is scientist. She replaced her whole body with
Drag
robots.
you back into the light.
Oh man, looks like the squad's almost dead. We're really getting it here. Doing what I can to stay alive.
Firefall eliminated.
Oh damn, mortal wound.
Fiber bundles failed.
Normally, since I do have a guardian relic, I could revive myself, but it's best not to use them until you have your second down. Down the second time. Well, me and Internet Stranger have 4 awards, which can only be.
I am airborne ready.
I don't think you can mix it without responding. But the Guardian Relic will keep me from dying. If I get
Ammunition
down there.
cache here.
I think it was either second or third time. Man, this mission's tricky.
Together we go.
There's the person we're supposed to extract.
The truth of my faults. I am but a humble brain, patched into a mining facility, and
There,
nothing more.
that's her. That's the brain.
What reason exists to pull me from recording biomass coalescence data firsthand? I pose no
So she doesn't
threat
wanna
to
leave.
Galio or
And this
the
is why.
Imperium,
Because she's just a
even
brain.
if I should fall.
Hooked up to this building.
Disconnect her synaptic tethers from the facility command terminals. Stand firm.
Take it,
I
Internet
expect
Stranger.
her to route Xenos to assault your lungs.
Okay, need to hit the objective.
Within the sphere of console negation.
Come on, fellas. Now's not the time to not help.
We'll slip
This console's connection to the factories. Dig in and defend.
Oh, she cut the power. Ow! Damn! You didn't have time to spot that sniper. Usually, if you see that green laser, you dodge. Pretty good.
I beseech you, Galio, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has
Take this
converged
battery.
with renegade factors.
Gotta find
and Zeta
somewhere to
6
charge this battery.
was a waste
Hopefully
of
I can charge it there.
computational resources and one perfectly good Grox.
Hopefully there.
Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted.
Go faster, go
After
faster.
The mind probes, of course.
You are a
Damn
redundant
it.
functionary. Your Astarte shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Maybe up there. Oh, down there. Okay. I guess the game felt sorry for me not knowing where to go.
We cannot be thrown off so easily.
Futile, impotent waste of gene seed. You trifle with the only hope against the hive mind the Imperium has left.
We must dig in here.
Commencing signal severance.
That was a good time to plant the flag. Hell yeah.
This console is online.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our roots.
I'm really quiet because I'm really focused. I almost died a couple times.
These tender folds of Astarte's flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My machinations are already achieving my designs. You are fools, peasants.
Silence, Metrian.
There's her brain.
Meridian,
got her
Firm
brain.
possession of her quivering mass of computational grey matter.
Magos biologist is in Viridian's possession.
Pilot, Viridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction
So now the
coordinates to
last
you
part
now,
of this
Viridian.
mission is kill that big land shark. Already know I'm gonna need that
Resupply.
later.
Equipment marked.
Okay, I guess the other guy's not gonna take the other armor boost. I'll take it.
I will not yield to these wounds. Stay close and sharp.
Alright, well he found some meds. Now it's my turn. I need some. We do have a little bit more before we get to the boss fight.
Storm shut Aeneas any longer. Not even this interminable storm
What?
dampens
Something
our
in here?
chapter's powers.
Melter bomb ready.
I don't know why that bomb's not going off. I triggered it.
Another Xenos bioform eliminated.
Oh, that's not good.
Fresh magazine in.
I wonder if I can shoot it. Okay, that worked. Didn't work when I needed it though.
Put your fire, brother. I will not yield to these wounds.
I think I'm lagging. Okay, I don't think there's any
scars in the
heals. Oh wait, there's one here.
I am airborne ready.
Fill up on
Wounds of the
steel.
Imperium.
Reloading.
Alright. One of the guys got our gene seed. Alright, here's the boss fight. It's not just a swim under land, it also has lightning powers.
Cannot land without borrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrium's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Grant this monstrosity no quarter.
Get him off me!
Face those frailties. Exploit them.
controls again. Gotta drop a bomb and load up.
Sterilize these burrows of Xenos.
I thought I picked up another one.
The Xenos provide the galaxy, and our hatred is the only cure.
Drop the bomb. Detonate.
Grenade strikes.
That was close. No, we lost our GNC. Boss fight would be so bad if I was able to turn up my sensitivity, my look sensitivity up higher. Alright, I'm pretty close to dying. Good thing I've got that Guardian fixed.
The Xenos are up from a new shaft.
Oh, we gotta do this.
Meltify will cauterize and fuse their tunnels shut. Obliterate every last odious scourge! Xenos assails us! Trigon kill.
Got him. Unfortunately, we lost the GNC.
Meridian. Mission is a success, despite the odds. I trust this Metrian is no longer a friend of yours, Magos. Ignore Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.
Well, that was a pretty tough mission to go out on. I feel like out of all the co-op missions that we do have at the moment, that's the only one that I really struggle with. The rest I feel like I can survive within reason. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, wait a minute. Did I turn the difficulty up? Or did the host? Because why did we get the purple armor data? Because I don't remember changing the difficulty. Whatever. Pick my perks. Oh wait, not armor, this one. Okay, cooldown, melee damage does 1. That's good. And then okay. So if I scan an enemy who's calling for backup, they immediately blow up. Not totally useful. Because I don't always have my ability on hand. Actually, what am I saying? I do. Because I usually forget that I have it. So why not? I'll just use it for now. And then, what was I doing? Checking this out. Okay, maybe one more mission and I'll have enough XP to max out this weapon. But my chainsword is maxed out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my ship. Oh. Okay, it's just me. Wait. Never mind. Okay, well, it's been enough for now. Here's the thing. Okay, well. Oh, hello there. There's a big old skull up there. I didn't notice that. Alright, anyway. It's been a stream. Not as exciting as Helldivers, in my opinion. But Space Marines 2 is a different game. And there's not as much... Well, it's just different. Not bad. I had a good time. I like playing Space Marines 2. And I hope that this was fun to watch. And I'm always having a good time playing as Veteran Sergeant Desac. My butt hurts from sitting. Not from other stuff. It hurts from sitting. I swear. That's the only thing that I've been doing with my butt today. Anyway, I'm Defective. This has been Space Marines 2. Thanks for watching. I don't know if I'm going to be making this a regular stream, but maybe I will, because I like playing Space Marines, and hopefully maybe I can get some friends to play with too.